Welcome to the Lockdown Swim Specific Strength Program. So our first exercise is YTL. This is due to the various hand positions or arm positions used during the movement. Okay, so first thing is you need to lie on the mat face down, hips pressed into the floor, toes pointed, and the tops of your feet pressed into the floor to give you some purchase and grip. Form a Y position, which means placing the hands at around the somewhere either 10 to 2 or 5 to 1 position. Always look straight down so that the cervical spine is in the neutral position. You definitely don't want to be looking forward and sort of extending that cervical spine. So from that position, squeeze the shoulder blades together and continue to keep them squeezed together using the lower trapezius, and then lift the arms out in a Y position. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe in. So upper arms into Y, then a T, then into an L, if you like. Somebody might call it a W, but that's fine. YTW or YTL, I don't mind, but these are the three positions you want to be in. You want to be breathing in at this point, and then breathe out here now as you go back into the Y and the T and the L. Okay. And you want to perform the prescribed number of reps. This next exercise are known as Blackburns. So you could do these lying face down on a bench. I have a Swiss ball here, so the position of my legs is sort of a bit of a hybrid because I need to find some grip by pushing back against the fence there. But what you need to be looking at is the upper back position here in neutral, and arms are abducted, which means that the upper arms are lifted out from the side with the elbows out to the side at 90 degrees. Okay, and then you can see here around my hands that I have some wrist, or these are ankle weights. They weigh 1 kilo each, but you could equally use water bottles filled with sand, or you could use a little medicine ball, a little handheld medicine ball or something, but you need to provide some resistance from that position. Okay, so this is your start position here. You are then going to rotate the arms inwards so that the fingers will be pointing down, the palms pointing back, maintaining this nice 90 degree bend here, making sure that you're not squeezing too hard with the upper back to maintain this position. If you are, then it's likely that the resistance is too much. So you maintain this position as you rotate the arms up and then out, press forwards. If you keep your shoulder blades squeezed together, that will help you to retain that elevated position in the scapula. To push out till you got a fully extended position, and then from there bring the arms back and then rotate back down. Okay, so again, it's important to keep this goal posted position all the time. So it's one full rep to go from there up to horizontal, push out, back in and back down, and that's one. Now I would say that the number of reps you can do will be governed by your ability to perform the exercise correctly. So concentrate mostly on form. Don't worry about how much weight you're using. And in fact, for some people who perhaps aren't that strong in the upper back or in around the shoulder complex, you may be able to do this without any other resistance other than the weight of your arms. But focus definitely on technique here, not on how much weight you're using. I would say you probably want to start off with 5 reps here, 5 perfect reps. Okay, now this is a great exercise. Okay, it's 2 exercises in one. The first thing you are going to do is get back to there. You're going to start in a plank position with the ball resting just below the top of the thighs and around the knee joint. Okay, so a nice plank position here. You can also see here that I have a TheraBand. It's tied in one big loop and I am pushing out so that there is some resistance. So that creates some strength around the upper back, and you can see my upper back is slightly rounded there, so it's rounded across the shoulder blades, but my back is in a nice neutral position here. Legs are straight out. Okay, next holding that upper body position, you roll the knees across the top of the Swiss ball to there and bring them into your chest, a bit like a squat thrust, except you are using the ball to help you move the legs forwards. And when you've got to that point, still maintaining the tension against the TheraBand here, you're going to push back out, and then from that position there, keep going until you are now in this position here, as if you had just dived into the pool. Ideally, if I did this exercise properly, my legs would be straight there, my toes would be more pointed, but you're really trying to get a good stretch here. And then you are in one smooth movement going to come back and pull your knees through to start the next movement. And that is a much better position there the second time. So you might have noticed that I was doing that one slowly, thinking about the movement, and you want to get a real stretch here. Think about the technique all the way through, knees to chest, push back out, good body position, and then slowly feel like you're diving into the water. Now on to the next exercise. This is a fantastic core exercise, and you could probably do this instead of a plank. You definitely wouldn't want to be doing it as well as the plank. And you'll see that the next exercise includes a plank type movement as well. So this is called the hollow body rock or hollow body hold. So you can see here that while I've got my arms straight above my head, there is a small arch under my back here. Okay, in just a second we're going to eliminate that now. There we go, look. I'm pressing my lower back onto the mat. I'm lifting my arms slightly off. Look how the neck remains in neutral here. And the next thing I'm going to do is lift my feet off the floor. Okay, so I am now creating a slight curve there, a nice banana shape. At all times you want to feel like the lower back is pressed into the mat here. That's the crucial factor about this. Never mind about pulling the stomach in here. As you are tensing the stomach muscles, they will bulge out a little bit. That's perfectly fine, so you don't need to create a hollowing of the stomach. We're creating this hollow here. Alright, and then you're going to hold that position probably for 10 seconds, maybe 15. Okay, really focus on the lower back, being in to the mat. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. You'll know when you start shaking you've gone too far. And there we go. And now you can relax now. Maybe the back will extend a little bit. And you are done. Next one, let's go back to the start here. Adopt the press-up position or a plank with extended arms. Again, head in neutral, neck in neutral. Maintain the foot position. Take one hand off the floor, in this case the left arm, and rotate so that you're now forming an L. The hips have not been pushed to the right there. The hips are vertically over where they were before, but you've rotated slightly to the left. And you've got an upper back rotation as well. Okay, maintain the hip position and lower the arm to the floor. Now here, see where the hips are there? The hips are in line with this particular plank of wood here. So when we move our right arm in position, what we don't want to see is the hips push right way across to the right hand side. They do a little bit, but they haven't altered the body alignment. And then you just continue, hand down, stabilize, and then rotate to the opposite way. Form a nice L or T at the very top of the movement. And that is the swim specific strength program. If you can repeat those exercises once per session, it'll probably take you about 5 or 10 minutes. If you do that 2 to 3 times a week along with the core stretch cord exercises, you will be in good shape when pools open again in a few weeks' time.